You don't have to earn your next breakthrough by burning out. You don't have to prove your worth by pushing through the pause. Rest isn't resistance. It's recalibration. And if you're tired right now, feeling foggy, uninspired, or heavy, it doesn't mean that you've lost the path. It means that your nervous system is catching up with something you've released. It means your field is integrating what you used to survive. It means your body is finally exhaling. This season is about doing more. It's about trusting what you already did. It's about unfolding inside of you. You're not blind. You're in the frequency of becoming. The cocoon doesn't look like a transformation, but it is. And when it's time to rise again, you'll be clearer, softer, more accurate, with energy ever than before. Let yourself rest, not because you've earned it, but because you're worth it, always. And this is the Lightning Room. Hello guys, my name is Lalini. I am a quantum healing expert. August 23rd, 2022, I got struck by lightning, which led me down this lightning path. Today we are talking about resistance. Your rest isn't resistance, it's recalibration, right? So let's dive deeper into that. Do you guys remember a time when, we were telling people that, you got to hustle to the ground. You got to get in this stuff. You got to grind. We don't sleep. Sleep's for suckers. You sleep when you're dead. Do you guys remember that? How did that turn out for a lot of people? People got sick. They had really bad body alignments, really bad anxiety. People couldn't sleep. People became dedicated to their job. People became dedicated to their cause zealously, meaning that it became a new form of addiction. Let's go into addiction since we're talking about it. Addiction is a word or a term that we've given our life force energy. I'll put it that way. It is nothing but understanding that the body and how we move are desired for forward movement. Take a look at a car, right? You see that there's an exhaust. There's a propeller and an exhaust. These are inversion points right in the middle. That means that they let out the same amount of air, just different types, almost like a spectrum, polarity. They're pushing the air out so you can propel and go towards a direction. For it to do so, it has to take in and it has to release what it's taking in, right? And it's a propeller, and then there's an exhaust. There's always something that's going to push you forward, but as it's pushing you forward, there's always something that's going to continuously clean out the energy. Inversion points, okay? We'll talk about that later. So if that makes sense, what you are doing in your daily life, anything that you do, you're addicted to because you're designed to do so. We are designed to ride that bandwagon when this comes through. Now we say to ourselves, oh my God, I'm addicted to this. Oh my God, I'm addicted to that. We all are. We all have that addictive personality. That's what keeps us getting up every morning and doing God knows what. Whatever drives you to the what is the why, right? When you determine your why, your what becomes easier. So when we say rest isn't resistance, it is something so much more. The body needs to know how to recalibrate. So it's like putting yourself back on charge because you got to understand, yeah, you are a human body, but at the same time, you are a vessel for a soul that is saying, hey, plug me back up. I don't know if you guys seen Avatar. There's a reason why we see these things in movies is because it's there. It's there. So when you're putting rest next to recalibration, you're giving your body 0 point energy so it can come back to a homeostasis mode so it can receive these currents much better. When you're sleeping, when you're resting, your skin, your eyes, your body, your legs, your head, your back, everything about you, your ability to cognitively think clearly comes from the rest of the body, right? The rest of the body, no pun intended, I mean it both ways. So there was not a long time ago, just probably recently, maybe a few. We were always taught that if we're not doing something, we're not doing anything, right? So if we're not doing something, we're not doing anything, what does that mean for our time? We should be doing something productive, something money-making, productive activities. This is something that I was told. Money-producing activities. All the time. Always focused on that. And as I was always focused on that, I realized that I was always focused on the fear. Like, how is this going to come in? What is this? What is that? Completely focusing, removing my focus that I am the creator. Now, I'm going to say something. I understood these things a long time ago. We'll go into the double slit experiment because I see that people are bringing it up again, even though this was an experiment that was done a while ago. I'm going to tag it so you guys can see. This experiment shows you that you are the creator of everything that you desire. So it puts it through a split, like a double slit, right? And one particle, like one side is being observed and the other side is just moving chaos in motion, right? The particles are just of potentiality. They're just moving around doing their own thing. When they realize that they are being observed from a higher source of energy, I kid you not, they literally go like this. They hold themselves and they wait for the observer's command to move from particle to matter, to be able to create what is desired from that higher form of consciousness. That is you. That is you. To give your body the ability to rest means that you have fully charged. Does it mean that it takes X amount of time? We get hung up on time. There's not enough time in the day. I'll tell you this right now, it's only going to continue to speed up because it has nothing to do with how we're measuring time linearly, but it has everything to do with how we're measuring frequency in a swirl, right? We're taught that it's supposed to be linear, but space, metaphysics, the universe, everything teaches us when we see it that it's round. It's a spiral. And it's so much easier to move energy with a spiral than a square. Because think about it. You got to square, circle, and it can continue to go, right? By it doing so, how does this relate to your body? Everything about your cells, every single thing about how I'm looking at you, my hair, my appearance, all of that moves off of this technology. So if it is able to create the swipe, the film that's on all of these cells, to send this information, almost like osmosis, but it's an electrical pulse. In the electrical pulse, they know exactly what to do, right? So if there is nothing to conduct that electricity, how are we going to be able to send the information? Which is why rest is important. Any type of rest. I was studying the weather, and I realized for us to thrive in certain environments, it is a high pressure, in between a high pressure and a low, where the climate is warm, more protons in the air, less electrons, and it's a high pressure to a low pressure system. They create balance, a tropical space, right? For us, we have to be in a low pressured environment and manage that high blood pressure, which is why we thrive in low pressure spaces. Cool, calm, collected. All of these things, we stay in that space because everything in life is pushing against you to stay in the pressure of who you are. Pressure, sound, frequency, vibration, light. All of these are layers of the same, and we look at them in isms and pull them away from each other when they're all the same thing. So when I look at you and I say, hey, did you get any rest lately? It's not me calling you lazy or anything of the sort or thinking that you've not done enough. If anything, sometimes when you pull away from something and you come back, you're like, I got the best idea ever. And I'm going to lay it on everybody because I got this from source. It came to me. And it was there all along. But how are you going to receive when the system is fragmented? It's a real computer. It's a software. We are highly advanced software. So we're confused and concerned about AI, but we are. We are. I'll let you wrap your head around that for a second. And now that you can see that how there's some AI technology out there, take a look at yourself and ask, how am I AI technology? Because this is a vessel. This brain is like a motherboard. I'm over here programming. My gut is removing things. So you tell me the ability to stomach what I'm feeling and be able to say it. It seems like it's running off of a system. So to be able to understand that, and to understand that you are a spark of divine intelligence, that because of that you can do whatever you decide to do within reason and not hurting people. Disclaimer, thank you. To be the best version of yourself, to be everything of who you are, you must understand that you don't earn that by burning yourself out. So many of them tell us, don't burn yourself out. I've read so many stories, so many personal documentaries I've watched, and I saw how every single time when they get it, they burn themselves out. We don't want to be like that. We don't want to do that. We must learn from those who are telling us, pay attention. So I'm going to ask you, leave you with this. What are some ways that you know that you can get rest? Even if you do a meditation with nothing, you're getting rest. I remember I used to do that, and I would fall asleep. I would do an hour meditation and fall asleep for a couple hours, and I was like, I don't think I can sit here and do this because I have things to do. And that's when I realized that my body is running on overload. How is it that I can't control my sleep? Because my body, when it knows that I'm at rest, I'm like blacked out in a whole nother dimension of space. It happens. That's a story for another day. Literally just had one today where I was in a whole nother space and time living. But we'll talk about that. Effects of being struck by lightning. You remember everything now. So, anywho, what I am talking about is what I am teaching about. What I am talking about is what's there for those who are ready to listen to it. What I'm realizing is that it's not for everyone. It is not. The more I've focused on the masses of, like, this is for everyone, we can all be kumbaya, people were not having that because they did not understand and they did not respond to that. And it also brought me to something deeper too, that we're not all human. And I'm going to leave you guys with that. We're going to talk about it tomorrow. So, my name is Lalini. I am a quantum healing expert. Again, August 23rd, 22, I got struck by lightning, which opened up me to the quantum spaces that exist within this world, the intricacies, the electromagnetic field, the push and pull of everything in this beautiful world and universe. There are some things that are coming that we don't even know of yet. Does it mean that it's bad? Hell no. Does it mean that it's calling you to your highest calling? Yes. And if that's the case, and you know that that's it, and this message hit you, let's talk, let's chat. Because the next evolution of human is here. And what I'm realizing is that it's showing me these certain concepts so I can convey this message to you guys. So if you feel like this is something for you, or you're ready for that next level, or you're tired of waking up like, what's going on? Or your purpose has completely shifted. A lot of us went through a whole rebranding. You could be one of them. What does that look like for me? Who am I? Let's find out. Go ahead and send me a message and we will chat. Again, like, subscribe, share, tell your friends and family and everybody about it. I will see you guys tomorrow.